I was going to make this video for Facebook and then do an abridged version on YouTube, but unfortunately Facebook doesn't want me to record videos. So, I'm going to do it here. Now, this is a sort of segment on where are they now? And I've got a bunch of draft magazines. Most of them are from '07, but I've got two from '08 and one from '04 that I don't know why I bought back then. But we'll start with '04. As you can see, the cover's pretty beat up. The pages are all... It's missing a corner right there. It's got a bunch of damage on it. But it's still readable. It's just not in 100% perfect condition. Anyway, this was the year, of course, that has... Basically, all three players on this cover are Pro Bowlers. Manning, Big Ben, who's in a little bit of trouble, and Larry Fitz. So, let's go ahead and go over to see where these guys are. Now, the grades 9 to 8 is 8 to 9 is a franchise player. 7 to 7.9 is potential Pro Bowler. 6 to 6.9 is could start as a rookie. 5.5 to 5.9 eventual starter. 4 to 4.9 quality backup. 3 to 3.9 chance to make roster. 2 to 2.9 not likely to make roster. 1 to 1.9 free agent possibility. So basically, that's basically the scoring system for Sporting News. Alright, let's go to quarterbacks. Okay, this is based off of the rankings for these guys. 1, Ben Roethlisberger. 2 Super Bowls, but is in legal trouble. Number 2, Eli Manning. Super Bowl champion on a very good team. Number 3, Phillip Rivers. Underrated quarterback that no one seems to actually give respect. I underrated and not giving respect, same thing, I know. But Phillip Rivers is a very underrated quarterback, and I think it's because everybody else is so focused on Peyton Manning and Ben Roethlisberger and all these top-flight quarterbacks that they don't recognize the fact that Phillip Rivers is a great starter. Number 4, J.P. Losman was a good player for the Bills, but now is in the United Football League. Go figure. Number 5, Matt Schaub. Didn't get a chance to start in Atlanta. Got shipped off to Houston. And then Atlanta, of course, was taking like 2 or 3 years to find its franchise quarterback. They were still trying to find their franchise quarterback. They finally found one in Matt Ryan. Schaub is a pretty good starter over there in Houston. 6, John Navarre. I have no idea where he is. Josh Harris, no clue. Cody Pickett. I think he played a couple of years ago, but I'm not 100% positive. Matt Mook, 7th round draft pick. Graded as a 5th rounder, apparently. Ryan Dinwiddie. I don't know. Jeff Smoker, I think, played at some point. Bradley Van Pelt, another 7th rounder. Coincidentally, Mook and Van Pelt were both selected by the Broncos. Yeah. 13, Jared Lorenzen, drafted by the fucking Giants, but since just hasn't done anything. It was like 275 pounds, and yeah, enough said. Luke McCown was a Panther, I think. I've got his autograph, actually. Casey Clausen, don't know. Rod Rutherford, never heard of him. Rizloff, Simmons, Bramlett, I know was a 7th round draft choice and didn't do anything. Craig Krenzel was actually in Chicago, but I think started at one point. Running backs. Number 1, Steven Jackson, enough said. The only thing that's keeping that Rams team together. In fact, he's the only player on the Rams team that's any good. 2, Kevin Jones, never heard of him. Number 3, Chris Perry. I think he played for the Bengals at one point, but I'm not sure. Number 4, Maurice Clarett, never even played in the NFL. 5, Greg Jones, never heard of him. Cedric Cobbs, never heard of him. Julius Jones, was a starter in Dallas, now a starter over in Seattle. Quincy Wilson, never heard of him. And coincidentally, this is actually supposed to say 6.4 for his grade, but if you notice, I don't know if you can see that, but it says 3.4. So that's a nice cool little typo. Michael Turner, number 9, played in, starts in Atlanta. Tatum Bell, former Broncos starter. Now I don't even know where he is. Melody Moore, still a short yardage back for the Steelers, but I'm not 100% positive. Who else? Adim Shinobi Ichimandu. I can't even say his name, and I don't even know where he is. Don't know. Brandon Myrie, I think played for the Giants, but I have no idea. Don't know. Still don't know. Derek Ward, if this is the Derek Ward that played for the Buccaneers, I think he's actually pretty good. And I don't even know anybody else on this list. Fullbacks. Carney, starter for the Saints. I don't know where he is now. Travis Wilson, don't know. Mark Pierce, don't know. Taipei, I remember he was playing. So Lusaka Polite, Dolphin. He's actually pretty good. The rest of these guys, I have no idea. Receivers. Mike Williams, infamous draft bust. Was supposed to be drafted in 2004. The case got overturned. He missed his entire senior season, got drafted by the Lions, and didn't do shit. Larry Fitz, Super Bowl with the Cardinals, Pro Bowler. Roy Williams, he's been flopping around all over the place, but he's finally proven to be a #1 starter in Dallas. Reggie Williams, Jaguars player, but I have no idea where he is now. Michael Clayton, I know where he is. He's in Atlanta, I think. Yeah. Lee Evans, #1 receiver over there in Buffalo. Michael Jenkins, top flight receiver in Atlanta. Rashawn Woods, never heard of him. Devery Henderson, Super Bowl champ. Bernard Berrien, Chicago support player. No, he's a Viking now. Viking support player. Ernest Wolford played for the Jags. Don't know. Kerry Colbert, Panthers player. I don't even know if he's even on the team anymore. He's probably not. Don't know. Johnny Morant, I think was a Raider. That's enough said. Don't know. Jericho Cotchery, a Jet. He's actually very good. Don't know. Carlos Francis, I think got drafted by the Raiders but didn't do anything. Drew Carter, former Panther, who's actually, I was like a tall guy, but he isn't really that tall. Sammy Parker was a Chief, but I have no idea where he is. Rest of these guys, I have no idea. DJ Hackett ranked 39th and scored a 2.0. He actually is a Panthers player. He's actually decent. So, there you go. Rest of these guys, I have no idea. Tight ends, Kellen Winslow, finally living up to his expectations. Ben Troop, decent. Ben Watson, I think, is still playing. Ben Utecht, I know, is playing. Jason Peters is actually an offensive tackle now. Ben Hartsock, don't know. Chris Cooley, a star in Washington, one of the only good players on that team. And Michael Gaines, Panther. Chris Wilson, a Texan. Both those guys are decent. Don't know the rest of them. Offensive tackles. Robert Gallery, I think, flamed out very fast. Sean Andrews, I think, is still in the league, but I'm not sure. Jacob Rogers, I don't know. Nat Dorsey, I think, was a platoon player. Travell Wharton, starter in Carolina. Max Starks, don't know. Most of these guys I have no idea. Shane Olivia, I think, is actually decent, but I'm not sure. You guys are going to have to tell me if these guys are good or not. I don't remember half of these. I don't remember any of these names, really. The rest of these guys I have no idea. Guards, I'm going to do offense and then defense in the next video, it seems. Vernon Carey, no idea. Justin Smiley, I know is a starter. Chris Snee, I know is a starter in New York. And he's actually pretty good, so he's actually pretty good. Snee is, and so is Smiley. Beyond that, I have no idea who any of these guys are. I don't know. Centers, Jake Grove, don't know. Alex Stepanovich, don't know. Don't know. Nick Hardwick. That name somehow sounds familiar to me, but I don't know why. I don't know. Alright, I'm going to do defense in the next one.